Alright, it's a new weekend. We got a new shop vac from Ace Hardware down the street. We're going to see if we can get this side of the floor painted this weekend. I got my air compressor running in the background now, so that's that noise that you're hearing. We're going to use my whiz wheel and see if I can clean up any more of this extra trash before I get in here with the vacuum. I think I'm just going to leave that patch over there and just, paint around it and do my 415 all the way around that. I'm just tired of scraping this crap up. I want to get this side done. As far as this stuff goes on the sides, it's really easy to take out that center console, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll hit that with the heat gun, and I'll pull that out too. Alright. I'll probably do some sort of like fast forward effect on this part, or who knows, maybe I won't fill the whole thing, but this is probably going to be time consuming. I'm just trying to get the big chunks out of here. Anything that I can see that I can rub or nick my finger on, I don't want to have really, an issue with the paint getting over top of. Yeah, we're going to have to wait. Alright, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but we pretty much vacuumed all this out already. Getting any dirt and debris that's kind of laying around, the glass that was in the back from, I guess, a broken windshield at some point in this thing's life. And down in here has been vacuumed out and just sanded up as much as I could to just make it smooth. I'm sure the 415 will cover that up anyway. Now I'm going to take off this panel right here, this panel, and the panel on the adjacent side. And we're going to start working to get these stupid things off of here. These shouldn't be too hard. There's some tar on my finger. Alright, I got this tin covering stuff off of here. And what you see back behind there is not as thick as the tar stuff that's on the floor. This feels more like an actual paste or epoxy that goes on here. I don't know the best way to get this off. Heating it up obviously makes it gooey and tacky, so maybe I can try cutting through it with the whiz wheel. This blade's going to be done, or this cookie wheel will be done anyway. It doesn't really matter. I have tons of them back at work. So if I can get through what I'm doing here today, it's fine. Alright, that's as done as I can get it. That epoxy is really thick. Best thing you can use is just a hard scraper. This one's done. So I'm going to check that one in the trash, and at some point I'll probably go out to Ace Hardware again tomorrow and pick up another scraper. But I'm going to do one final sweep around on this thing with the vacuum and the whiz wheel if it needs it anywhere. And then we can start doing some prep work in the 415 kit, the degreaser, the cleaner, and the actual applier. Okay, and now to get started with the POR15. I guess that's how you pronounce it. You don't call it POR15, it's POR15. I'm starting with the cleaner degreaser. I'm going to spray that with this all-purpose sprayer all around the floor and see if we can clean up some of this glue or just any leftover grease or debris that needs to be cleaned up before we lay down the actual product itself. It would probably help if I open my lid. There we go. Just hitting everything. Remember, I'm only doing this one side for this weekend, hopefully, and that'll be it. And if it goes out well, we can start working on the other side. On another weekend, maybe. So we'll probably break this down into 3 parts. Everywhere I think I'm going to be applying it. And I believe you let this stuff sit for about 15 minutes. So the instructions say that they want you to spray down the surface with water to clean it out. And that's not really going to work for me in this situation because I could spray in here in this area. And I have a trapdoor where I can send that water through. I can't do anything about this front. So my idea is kind of just to wipe it down as clean and dry as possible, and then put down the second phase, which is this metal prep. I have that also in another spray bottle, and they say they want you to keep this soaked for at least 20 minutes, so keep applying and keep applying and keep applying. So that's what I'm going to do next. Hopefully this turns out okay. Okay, we're back. Another weekend later, laid down a base coat of the Pour 15. Obviously I didn't film it because you guys know what it looks like to paint something. I'm not going to get very high up on the center cancel area because it's going to be covered by the plastic interior pieces. Just enough that, you know, whatever isn't shown or is visible is going to be all the same color as the floor. So I'll come back later when I do a second coat. So we're back 3 hours later. It's still semi-tacky, but I think good enough to lay down a final coat on. But this is what the finished product seems like it's going to look like. I'm going to see if I can paint it on a little bit smoother, and then I'll come back and show you guys the final result. You guys are going to have to excuse my voice. I've actually gotten sick. I don't know if it's a seasonal change in allergies, or if it's a cold, or maybe COVID. Who knows? But this is the finished product of the floor. You can see in certain spots it didn't adhere very well. There's probably things I could have done better with the 3-step process. Maybe if I did hit this in with the hose and clean it out better, that could have made this a little bit nicer. But all in all, I'm happy with it. I mean, this isn't going to rust. It's all going to be a universal color that is going to be black on the floor, almost like having carpet. Obviously, this isn't carpet. Yeah, this just ran. I didn't like that. But maybe I can do another coat of it and finish it up, and that'll adhere a little bit better. But for what I wanted this to do, this will do pretty much fine running there. I don't know. Maybe I'll hit it again. I don't know. You guys have to excuse my voice. I've gotten sick. I think it's a change in the season that's gotten me. But here's the finished product of 2 coats. You can see right here it did not adhere very well. Definitely didn't stick. There, didn't stick. Up here, didn't stick. So I may be doing one last coat of it. I'm not sure, honestly. I mean, this is gonna solve the problem for what I wanted it to do. It's gonna be universally one color. This will be under a seat anyway, so, and this wasn't designed to win some sort of showroom awards. So I may just leave it be and do the other side and deal with that mess that's back here. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, we got the floor cleaned up as much as we're going to do. And we got our big pile of foam and insulation and crud. It's probably about 4 or 5 pounds of it back here. We can throw in the garbage bag. And we'll vacuum this all out and we'll start our prep work for the Pour 15. And we are done. 2 coats later, the floor doesn't look like a rusty pile of poop. I don't know, at some point maybe I may address this floor mat thing going on, but as for right now, I'm just happy that this is not exposed and getting a hole in it. So hopefully this will do some protecting and this will last for years and years.